everyone, thank you for joining us for another Boredom Buster craft with the Pittston Memorial Library. So today, in case you didn't get to check out the event, we're going to be doing chalk painting. So I'm really excited about that. So here's just a quick rundown of the kind of supplies you're going to need, and it's to your interpretation. If you have something else that you think is going to work better for you, go for it. This is just my suggestions. So I'm sure that we have a lot of parents out there who have a box of chalk like this that has been lovingly used, and maybe your kids, they see the new box of chalk and they don't want to use the old one, because we certainly had that in our house and we would run the chalk down to nubs. So what we're going to do is upcycle that chalk so that you can reuse it again for this new kind of craft. So you're going to need a box of chalk, or if you have a new box, that's also fine if you want to use that. You're also going to need some cornstarch and some water, and I'm recommending a hammer, but if you have another kind of smashing mechanism you want to try, go right ahead. I saw suggestions of using like a grater and things like that. I didn't like that personally, just because it could be dangerous with you know, hurting yourself there. But we're just going to dump this chalk out here, and what I did when I tried this before myself was I took all the like colors, so we have, like, you know, little bits of blue, a little green, and you kind of just mix them together to make one like color. I think we actually have a few more. There's even a light gray. So you're going to put all of those in a bag, and then you're going to get your hammer, and you're just going to smash those suckers until they're a nice powder. So this is a great way to get out any frustrations you might have about whatever's going on in the world or in your house during quarantine and all that social distancing stuff. So we're going to crush that to a nice fine powder, and then we're going to kind of just, you know, blend them together. So we have kind of like
a special thank you to Matt Grimala, who just donated to the Pittston Library.
Thank you, Matt. We appreciate that so much. So yeah, it's going to be a nice fine powder here, and then we're just going to put that to the side. And then you're going to open up your cornstarch, and you're going to want to eyeball this, but I'm going to say that you want about like 1 to 2 tablespoons of the cornstarch. You're going to put that in there, and then let's just say to start 1 tablespoon of water, and if you need a little bit more, we're going to add that. But for right now, we're just interested in making kind of like a slurry. I think mine's a little bit too thick, so we're going to add an extra tablespoon of water. You know, like if you guys are making like a thickening agent or something like that at home for your gravies, it's kind of a similar idea. And then just kind of eyeball it from there. And then you're going to dump in your chalk powder. And I'm doing this in a bowl. You guys could certainly do it in like a measuring cup or something like that.
Miss Kristen is saying hello to us girls. Hi, Miss Kristen.
Hi, Kristen. So this is almost like you want to just, like I said, eyeball it and get equal parts. We're still a little bit too thick, I think, because we put so much chalk pigment in there, but that's perfectly okay, because then we're going to have like a bright kind of blue here. Ooh, make a mess. And just make it a little tiny bit thinner. Okay, so this is kind of what your paint is going to look like, and I want to show you guys this really quick before I show you what this looks like. Eventually it's going to evaporate, so you're going to have like all that water go away. And we mixed it in bowls like this before, but what I did was when it got to that, back to its chalk state, I guess I want to say, I put it in some of these containers, you know, like that you'd get for salad dressings or something like that from a restaurant. They're not recyclable most of the time, so you never know what to do with them, and I'm big on recycling. But you can put all that chalk stuff back into those containers and kind of, if you want, reawaken it. So we can re-add a little bit of water to all of these. So like if your kids play with them, but you have a lot left over and you think they're gonna wanna play again, you can go back and all you're gonna do is kind of re-crush all of that up again and add more chalk should you need to. That's what we did here with this pink one the other day. I think I need to like re-stir that a little bit, but it's been warm, so we did evaporate quickly. Okay, but then what you're gonna do, pretty much, let's take this out of here. So you're just gonna start painting. And look at that. I think you get like a really awesome kind of pigment, and it does look like legit to quit paint. And the kind of brush that you want to use is the kind I have here. Like, I don't know, a lot of you might have kids in kindergarten. This is like usually the starter brush. That's just what I'm using for my, my point of reference. But really what you need is like a sturdy brush. No sponges, nothing too flimsy, something that's going to withhold your paint. And then of course, you know, you can put your water on the side and you could keep using the same brush, kind of like if this were watercolor paint. And if parents want to pre-mix this for their kids, I've even seen that you could put it in like a muffin tin or something like that, so then you have the whole thing kind of set up to go. So I just want to show you these real quick. And you can, you know, like I said, use these over and over again. And I think it's something different that would just keep everybody kind of occupied, which I love. So here, I love PML, and we do love the Pittston Memorial Library. So we thank you so very much for tuning in with us and for watching, and we hope that you give this craft a try. If you have any questions, please just let us know in the comments, and we'll see you guys soon. We do have a craft next week, so we hope you'll join us for that. Take care, everyone.